Hi Reed, welcome.
Thank you. So great to be here.
There's a question that has been brewing and I wanted to ask you. That it's always said that tech is for the younger lot, more savvy lot. What is it that you do, or is there something that your office is and you think about to pitch it to an older audiences? Is it a risk that you have to take as you decide your content? And another thing is that we've always had a lot of creative freedom with Netflix, so it allows you to take even more risks. So is that a strategy from the day go, or safer bets have larger audiences? So I was thinking about this and wanted to ask your thoughts.
One of the many great things about India, 1.3 billion people. So if we just focus on young people, it's still a huge opportunity.
It is.
So, we start with young people who try new things and are adventurous. And, over time, we cater more and more to older people. And generally, young people set it up for their parents. That's the way it works. But for right now, it's focus on the youth and just get them so excited about our shows and films.
And in the US market?
Same kind of thing. We've been 20 years in the U.S. market, so there's a lot of familiarity.
Yeah.
But again, really what happens is people our age then go set it up for their parents, and that's the way it works.
Yeah. Okay. Adarsh, you wanted to ask?
Hi, Reed. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Great.
My question was that how are you able to take bets on younger and fresher talent in comparison to older and more tested talent?
More tested.
Yeah.
The good news is, we make shows that feature young people, so,
Sure.
we're naturally doing that. But, we do the same great work that people do, screen tests and, and looking at talent. And
Sure.
then it's great to discover people who, have a real insight on the acting, and we've had great success with that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Nice. Hello, Reed. Welcome to India. Thank you for having us. And
Ron, I need a voice like yours. How do I do that?
I was just like, wow.
We're going to try down here.
Welcome to India.
It's lovely to be here, Ron. No, go ahead.
So that's me. And both of them are talking about old and young, but I'm just going to speak about the old and young style of storytelling that's been changing in India in the last 4 or 5 years.
Yep.
And I come from the Telugu film industry in Hyderabad, which has been seeing a drastic shift in terms of its storytelling sense. As much as we were only a mainstream cinema, big spectacle, big star kind of a industry, that kind of changed with extremely local stories that are traveling global. And a large reason is because of platforms like yours. What does a local filmmaker need to keep in mind? What is the benchmarks he needs to hit, and what's to be on platforms like yours?
Streaming, whether it's Amazon Prime or Hotstar or Netflix, it's so great because it's shared broadly, it's easy. And what filmmakers have to do is find something unique that the audience hasn't seen before. In the old times, it's so expensive, people were cautious. They sort of say, that worked, let me basically stick within the formula. And now, people are willing to take risks, and then we're willing to back those risks. Some of them work out great.
Nice.
In this golden era of content and, taking off, like how streaming has brought the world together, is there that one title that you wish you had on the service, you wish you had on Netflix?
There's more than one.
Tell us.
One title. I'm watching Hacks on HBO, which is, a very HBO-like comedy.
Yeah.
Of course, there's Ted Lasso on
Ted
Apple.
Lasso, yes.
So, we've got so many great shows.
Yes.
I was talking earlier about Squid Game and Sex Education, that mostly I get to watch everything on Netflix.
Okay.
So, in the last decade or so, we've seen directors like Alejandro Inarritu and Bong Joon-ho who've been able to make films in their native languages and yet be universally accepted and revered. So, does Netflix as a platform have plans to sort of push more colloquial Indian cinema to the global audience so that the quality and the language doesn't get diluted and it can be shown in its authentic language to the world?
we make it available to everyone around the world, but ultimately it's the storyteller.
Right.
And in both of those cases, it's just an incredible story, as we had in Roma. And so, it's definitely a possibility, but it doesn't, just because it's available doesn't mean that everybody wants to see it. But the possibilities there for every filmmaker and series to then be popular around the world.
Nice. So again, I'm going to take off right from him and speak about talent a little bit. You're a global platform. You understand local content, whichever land it is. But India is extremely different from the rest of the world.
Many locals.
Yeah, many locals. Yeah. Like we're filmmakers from the same country we've never met before.
Yes.
And this is the first time we're meeting, and we have industries that flourish in 9 languages, which are very mainstream to themselves. How are you getting through this exercise of bringing talent together in India?
I mean, we kind of treat it like the EU. It's a lot of different cultures.
It's just a blown up EU.
Under a similar currency model.
Many countries put together.
Many countries, and they love each other most of the time and share content. And so, we're very well set up because we're, again, 200 countries around the world to be able to support the regional difference and value each region for its local storytellers and languages.
Nice.
What do you think about the awards? Do the awards matter to the audiences? Do they matter to you? They definitely matter to the creators.
I think they definitely matter to the creators.
Yeah.
And therefore they matter to us.
Yes.
And we work really hard. In the US Emmys for television, we recently won 44 awards. It was highest of any network or service anywhere in the world.
Awesome.